Hey there, die-cast racers, collectors, and civilians. Here we are, Saturday afternoon at the shop. I've cleared the bench off a little bit, and we're going to unpackage this. I don't know really what data this is going to give me or you or anybody, but what we'll do is we'll get it set up and working, and I'm going to run 4 vehicles through there. We've got the black one is a Matchbox Koenigsegg, I believe. We've got a Lotus from Hot Wheels. Both these are pretty fast on my track. They make it to the bottom at least, but they're totally stock right out of the package. And then I've got my V16 Caddy that took 5th recently in Comet Tail, and then one of my drag vehicles that is fairly fast. And we'll see what the data spread is across these. So, stand by. All right, we're back, and we've got the package here. I rarely do unpackaging because, frankly, I'm just too impatient. Whatever. Pretty simple box, taking a bit of a hit right there. We'll see what that's about, if anything. No fancy things here. We're just going to pull this up. If I can pull it up. Yeah, or do we pull it out? I think that's got to come up. Hello. There we go. Come on. This is why there we go. Here we are. Now we're there. Now we open it like that. Oh, here we go. I see a plastic box in there. Yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, we got a plastic box, product box basically. Nothing else in there. And here we have it. We've all been waiting for it, or perhaps thinking about it. So this is what you're going to get in a pretty hard plastic, like something you might get a quality die-cast car in. Stuff on the back. That sort of information. And again, right here, Funtech Labs. Let's see if we can crack it open. Here we go. I think it's going to just pop right open. Oh, look at that. Here we go. This is nicely packaged as well. It's got protectors on it. I like all that kind of good stuff, right? That's nice. Let's turn that over. We've got our sliders. These are apparently sliders for the wheel-based length differences and such, and some nice, warning graphics kind of a thing there. Safety rope secured. Now choose your dream car. Not sure what that means. But anyway, we'll pull this off now. That comes off, and here is the whole thing right here. Battery holder, like AAA's, a potentiometer to vary something, speed I'm guessing. The thing I don't see here is any kind of a readout or some way to understand what you've got going. Here are bands to turn rollers and such. So, all right, there is a USB-C port here. I wonder what's going on there besides power. So there we have it. I'm going to get this set up here shortly and read a bit, if I can, on this package, which I will share with you when I find something interesting. All right, fans, we're back. The only thing I've really done here is I've put 2 white dots on the rollers. I'll explain why I did that in a minute. Number one, to see what's going on. And I'll say also, I'll just give a plug for these. If you're into the whole acrylic pen for your details on your cars and such, I cannot recommend these enough. these Poscas. Got these off of Amazon, but your art store will have these as well. Guy on TikTok had done some remarkable detail work, and that's what he uses, and they're super nice pens. Anyway, back here, now I'm going to turn this control, and you're going to see that both of these assemblies are going to spin. There we go, see? All right, this one stopped for a reason. Just, you know, there they go. This part needs to get broken in as well too, but yeah, that's the whole deal here, right? That's about what this thing does, and that's it, right? So I can put a car on here. I think I had my Caddy on here just a little while ago, right? And we can turn this thing loose. That's about full speed. I'm not quite sure what's going on, to be honest with you, besides the wheels are indeed rolling. At least the fronts are. You can see that perhaps. The rears do not seem to be rolling. Put a little pressure on there. But again, we don't want to mess up the motors. So hang on a second. This might need to go back just a little bit to get this wheel truly centered in the back. Let's see if that changed anything. A little bit. The wheel's trying to spin. There we go. So here we are. That's kind of exciting. We got both of the wheels really churning there. We're at full speed, whatever that is. So that's what it does right there, right? And you can see the wheels are spinning away there pretty good, right? The other side. Spinning away a little unevenly in the back. But yeah, that is what this thing does. I had hoped to maybe get some data out of this thing in its current, basic state. Not so much, right? And certainly we can adjust this down to try a different car. Let's do that. All right, so here is a fresh out of the package Matchbox Conan Sig something or other, and it's now on the two rollers perfectly, and we can fire this up now. Again, that's full speed, and it's certainly more chattery than the Caddy was, because it doesn't weigh as much, and it's certainly not optimized with axles and all that sort of axle work and such. So there we are. So it's unclear to me exactly how to use this. Certainly, I guess if you're doing lubrication work, you could burn a car in, I guess, or give it a few minutes at high speed to see if that changes things. So I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't know how it's going to really help. But with those white dots on there, I am now very much considering finding a way to put an optical sensor right in here, or possibly right in here, since this one does not move. This is the one that moves. Might put an optical sensor right there and count how many times that white dot goes by. Maybe that is some data. A car that has been heavily optimized and that sort of thing, I would think should spin faster, has less friction, etc., than a car that's really unlubricated and fresh out of the package. So I don't know. I'll have to see about that, think about it, see what we're going to do. Obviously, I'm on USB-C power right here. And anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yours are probably coming in the mail I'm on the West Coast. These things came into the port of LA, so I'm pretty close. So I'll look at it some more, but this is kind of what's going on. This card really has not much in it besides it tells you what to do here, but that's about it. So I don't know. We'll have to look this over, see if I can maybe get some way to get some data out of this thing beyond just running a car. So, all right. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, so I may look at these sensors here and this bar graph here and see what I can do with an Arduino. Who knows? Stand by.